Yo, what's up? I'm going to be reviewing The Healthy Girl Routine by Emily Paulichi.
The first healthy girl habit in the morning is not going on your phone and instead reading a book of something that's actually going to help you or benefit you. I love reading this life hack book that I got for my birthday. I think it helps me so much with getting some knowledge in my head, especially with moving into a house for the first time. It helps a lot. I would definitely recommend for any girl that's like going into her 20s.
Face masks, showers, storing your food in the fridge, okay.
He's like, this is just the perfect book.
Still better than getting on your phone, sure.
Making the bed in the morning helps me start off the day right, and honestly for some reason it helps me with my mood since I'm like doing something productive and I see that it looks clean. Next is doing something that you like to do, whether that...
Come on, what meaning does that even have? There's no beds in nature, there's nothing that you need to make. It's pointless, just leave it as it is, a waste of time.
Or making tea, which I love doing. I love journaling, especially because it helps me with any thoughts that I have in my mind. That's pretty much what I write in my journal, and then I love having tea while I'm writing my journal. It's just like such a peaceful way to start the morning.
Most teas today are full of toxic heavy metals, and even if not, then there's still a lot of toxins if they are made out of green leaves, for example, which have caffeine, which is a very potent toxin. There's oxalates, which create kidney stones. Her breakfast is toxic tea with bananas, which only have fiber and sugar. That's a pretty bad start for the day. A girl sitting alone in the morning, she needs people, no matter who. Ideally, of course, a partner, a family and children, but anybody, it just seems kind of miserable. Writing your own thoughts into a journal instead of having somebody there to talk to.
I think doing some sort of activity throughout the day is so important, and it can be anything like working out, doing yoga, Pilates. For this day, I decided to walk because it was just such a nice day. This is your reminder to stay hydrated, and I like to have like a cute water bottle to keep me motivated to drink water. This water bottle is like huge and has a straw, so that's what helps me drink more water. But if you're going on a walk, working out, or doing any activity, make sure to get water.
It may sound controversial to you, but water is not good for hydration. Humans in nature hardly ever drink water. They do, but even when they do, it's from natural springs, for example. Whereas today you're just drinking dead boiled water, which is what you can buy almost everywhere, and that's the only thing that will come out of the tap, which is obviously toxic. What you need to do is get raw milk, blood, even fruit juices, coconut water. That's what will really hydrate you because it actually has electrolytes. It's nice going for a walk in your neighborhood in the morning or whenever. It's good, at least she doesn't go to the gym. Yet, hopefully, not at all. Nice, yeah, I like it.
Eating something healthy is super important to fuel you and give you energy, and so that you can be productive as much as you can. I like to have like a big breakfast after I walk or do anything, because if I eat before I work out, I feel like really sick, so I'll eat something really small, and then after any activity that I do in the morning, I like to eat something big. This morning I decided to have 4 scrambled eggs and like a big yogurt bowl with like bananas and stuff. I love it.
Even more bananas. You're eating too carb-based. You need to be eating more fat and protein, which you will get from the eggs. Ideally, you would be eating some actual meat. And there's something else with the bananas there. Some kind of grain seeds, granola, whatever, garbage, full of sugar, anti-nutrients, indigestible fiber. Also more fiber in the bananas, of course, which is also pretty hard on the gut compared to other fruits because they are not so watery. And then you have yogurt, which is of course pasteurized most likely, which has added synthetic vitamins, which are actually toxins inside. And of course from pasteurized milk, you don't get really much of anything anyway, no matter what dairy products those are. But technically she's getting some kind of animal fat, whatever is left there. Of course, when you pasteurize or cook food, you destroy it largely, you denature it to the point where your body doesn't even recognize it. Still, overall, compared to what most girls eat today, because of the eggs, it's an alright breakfast. Not when you compare it to what humans in nature eat, but when you compare it to what women eat today.
After breakfast, I decided to shower and get ready for the day. Probably one of my favorite parts of the day is showering after like anything, after working out, and also getting ready. I just love doing my makeup and feeling better about myself.
I can understand the showering if you're sweaty, but doing your makeup, does that really make you feel good? Maybe it's a female thing, I can't relate to it. I wish that women would understand that you are creating more wrinkles on your face, more spots, and you're generally aging your skin by using these products.
Right now, I am basically
She shows a lot of skin in the video, as if she's trying to attract somebody.
planning for the day. I feel like that's so important because you know what you're doing throughout the day and you're going throughout a list. And I feel like writing it all down on a planner, which I got this one from
Was there a dog or a cat in the background?
paper. I love it. Writing it down and then being able to check it off when you're done with all of it is just so rewarding. I don't know why, but I love doing that. So I'll basically just plan for the day so that I know what I'm doing. But I definitely recommend writing things down of all the things that you have to get done so that you know what you're going to do next. So you're just not like lost and you lose motivation and just like lay down in bed and do nothing all day. She flipped it over to get a toy, I guess. I think it's in this blanket. Oh, it's this one. You like this one? Yes.
Does she... Oh, there's two dogs. Does she live alone with those two dogs? Pretty miserable. No matter how many animals you will have, you will still end up writing your own journals because you will have nobody to share your thoughts with. So much work because of a stove. You could also just be eating your food raw and not even using it. She has totally nothing to do all day long. It's kind of sad. She should be at her age taking care of her many children. You would think from these clips alone that she's the housemaid.
About to drive to the grocery store. If you guys haven't realized, I'm in my dad's car. He actually brought it to my house because my car is currently in the shop. So he was so nice enough to lend me his car.
Oh, she was there together with somebody. No idea.
Alright, so big grocery haul. I got chicken breast, strawberry banana, make smoothies. Got this can opener because our last one
Chicken breast, always the chicken breast, always the chicken without any fat.
literally broke. Got two different breads, got lettuce, corn,
Two different breads, as if one is not poisonous enough.
these two different Olipop drinks. I really love the strawberry vanilla, and I guess Caleb likes this one. Got tomato sauce, Alfredo, canola oil, ketchup.
Oh my god, canola oil. For cooking? What else would you use it for? You shouldn't use it for anything related to food. I don't know what else you could use it for, but I'm sure that she will cook her food with it. Canola oil is one of the, if not the most poisonous oil out there. It's insanely unhealthy. It will completely clog your arteries and cause heart disease.
The fettuccine, which I think I'm gonna make this tonight, like a chicken with fettuccine. So I got breadcrumbs for it, chicken broth, eggs, Velveeta crackers, granola because I was running out. And
Oh, her diet is horrible. So many grains, the canola oil, the meat didn't even have any fat.
then over here, I got guacamole, this cheese that I'm gonna make with the chicken that I'm making today, and then this to cut the cheese with. We did move recently, so we don't have like much. So I was finally able to get this, and then I also got this for the chicken I'm making. Got tomato and avocado and burrito. Oh, and Caleb got me flowers. They're so pretty. So excited to put them in the vase. Oh, and I also got paper towel and toilet paper.
Oh, okay, she does have a boyfriend, husband, whatever, I assume. Must be. There's Coca-Cola there also. Funny. But they don't have any children. They simply have two dogs. Yeah. But wait, if she has a boyfriend, does he not live there? Or I get that he doesn't want to be on camera or whatever, it doesn't matter, it's her video, but why does she have to sit alone in the morning and write her thoughts down in a journal? she would say that she wants to do that, but it's not normal. You would have to be able to talk to your so-called partner about whatever. Strange. Not a good sign for a relationship. Whoa, could you get any thicker bread slices? I've never seen it in my life. What is that? That's like 90% bread, the meal. Okay, it doesn't look that bad from this side, but it looks pretty freaking bad overall. Is she gonna eat thick bread with lettuce or what? Wait, what's inside of there? I don't get it. Did I miss something? I only see lettuce. No, right? Nah, that's impossible. Not even a vegan eats this bad. You gotta understand that bread is the absolute ultimate slave food. Very interesting. I reviewed that Matt, the Does Fitness guy. He lives in this fancy house, but ended up eating pretty much mostly grains. Really strange. You should be eating pretty much only steaks, lobster, and whatever if you have that kind of a house and that much money. And then this girl eats bread with salad. There must be something else inside. She also seems to live in a fancy neighborhood. It's so strange. You can have so much money, but it doesn't matter. You can still be absolutely brainwashed, eating what the people on the streets in the corners of India would eat, if they would even eat something like this. I don't even think that they would eat this. That's the thing. Even the people in the poorest places on earth would never even eat this. If they would, it would never be willingly. Some people do eat mostly grains in Laos, in Asia somewhere, Philippines, whatever, where people really don't have any money, but only because they are forced to. But then you have people in, I guess she lives in the US, who live in a fancy neighborhood, have all of the money to buy super good food, but eat bread with salad. Complete malnutrition, doesn't have over 15 micronutrients. Gonna destroy your gut, make you depressed, cause eczema, complete health disaster.
I'm about to leave to go on a trail and kind of like a bike ride. So I want to show you guys the outfit. I'm wearing this tank top from Lara. My leggings are from Lululemon. I love going around here because there's so many trees, and I think we're able to ride a bike because we saw some bike trails whenever we were.
She seems to be drawn to nature, kind of, but at the same time, she's holding a can. These drinks usually have some kind of acids added to them, which is why they will leach the toxic heavy metals from the can. It's the worst kind of drinks you can drink, or at least the containers are the worst for these kind of drinks.
We walk here, so really excited. It's like sunset hour, perfect day, really good weather today.
We gotta go last, so we gotta go that way. So the water is right there, we gotta go that way.
It seems like she's a bit obsessed with staying lean, which is why she also does this, which will really only make you infertile long term.
Now that picture's worthy right there.
Show you guys how I made these smoothies. They're actually my favorite that I've ever done. So first I added frozen strawberry bananas and I added 3 cups of this, and then 1/3 of this Greek yogurt strawberry. This is amazing, like probably one of my favorite yogurt. I literally have this every morning. And then I added milk, which was 1 cup. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So good. I made one for me and Kayla.
Better than other smoothies because at least she adds yogurt and milk to it, although it's pasteurized, as I said before. That's not good overall. But again, she's getting some animal fat, even if it's pasteurized animal fat inside of her. You can assimilate and absorb some of the nutrients. And then, of course, strawberries, which are really full of pesticides, really heavily sprayed in general.
I love making smoothies, and if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I love smoothies, and I'm getting back on it. I'm gonna have this tonight, and then we're gonna have pizza.
Oh man, it's just amazing. It's just amazing how you can live in such a house, but then make pizza like a slave. Pizzas were created back when people were starving, when there was actual famine, they had no meat, which is why they took the dough, which is grain sludge, put anything they could on it, along with the cheese, which is the most important part of any pizza, of course. That's why people eat it, essentially. And then they baked it, and they tried to make something which resembles animal foods, actual meat.
I love this mascara. I literally just ran out and I bought it not that long ago, which is crazy. I get it in the blackest black. I'm obsessed with it. I would definitely recommend if you're looking for a mascara. Anyways, let's clean the kitchen while that's in the oven. It's gonna be in there for 20 minutes, so I'm just gonna try to clean everything up while I wait.
At least she seems somewhat organized. It could be worse. Why would you film that and put it online? Especially when you, from what it seems like, have a boyfriend. Or did I misunderstand something? Either way, it's strange. Okay, no, I thought maybe it's her brother, but no, it's definitely the boyfriend. Really strange. Really strange. Imagine seeing that as the boyfriend. You watch her, what I do in a day or whatever, and then she is there only with a towel around her, half naked, going showering. Really strange. I suppose that this was a good glimpse inside of a young couple's life who are at least somewhat wealthy, from what it seems like. Maybe the parents are wealthy, whatever the case. Who don't have children, only dogs, probably because they were brainwashed not to have children. And who eat like the poorest slaves in the worst corners of India. Probably even worse, especially the bread with the lettuce. I must have missed something in the video. Probably if I will watch it back, I will see something else. But from the outside, that's all that I saw. That would be the pretty much the craziest meal I've ever seen. Bread with lettuce. It can't be that, but that would just take the cake. I can't imagine anything worse on earth. It's so full of pesticides. It's just full of antibiotics, actually. And the amount of anti-nutrients you would be getting from that, and only carbohydrates, only sugar. The endocrine disruptor is also insane, if that was actually for real. And you eat that while living in such a house, driving such a car, and you live in a pretty nice neighborhood, from what it seems like, in a well-developed country. That's what people would call it today. It's just brainwashing. It's just mind control. You would have the chance of eating absolutely animal-based. You could get the best kind of tuna, wild-caught fish, eat that raw, the best organs, grass-fed beef. But no, instead, lettuce with very thick slices of bread, probably the thickest I've ever seen in my life. And then pizza. Okay, at least the pizza had some cheese. It looked like it was over-the-top baked. The cheese was completely denatured, destroyed. And the smoothie, again, a lot of pesticides. You're really going to destroy your gut microbiome if you continue. You're going to have depression, and you will go to the best so-called doctor you will find, who will prescribe probiotics, ideally, which won't work. But then on top of that, antidepressants, which will make you even more depressed long-term, according to all of the people who have taken them. And there's even more side effects, such as infertility, erectile dysfunction for men, all kinds of strange side effects, which shouldn't be surprising. Point being, on the outside, she lives a wealthy life, but on the inside, we can see that she lives a slave life. Thanks for watching.